So you got this Toblerone in the mail, and you don't know what to do with him. Well, he's got bow autos, a stance switch into entirely hydro damage auto attacks, which look sick, and 2 ultimates. His ranged stance ultimate does a big AoE, refunds some of the energy cost, and applies an effect called Riptide to the enemies. Riptide is a passive effect that makes your melee stance auto attacks do AoE damage, and the enemies marked take bonus damage from your melee stance ultimate. His ascension stats make his Riptide mark last even longer, and his melee auto attacks apply Riptide when they crit. His passive talent is fucking broken, and makes your whole party's regular auto attacks talent go up by 1. Talent priority for him should be E, Q, then autos, unless you want to use him as an ult burst tortoise, in which case it's Q, E, then autos. To ascend him, you're going to need to go along the coast of Liyue and pick up some pretty blue seashells and kill some Fatuis on your way there. Weapon choices. The most balanced choice, but also the most difficult one to obtain, is easily the Skyward Harp. It's his best in slot weapon. And then second, I would use a High Refinement Rust. Then I would use Almost Bow. And then I would go to R1 Rust, and then the BP Bow. If you're using him as an ult burst DPS, like an ult bot, Stringless can be really good for that. And if you're really desperate, you can use Favonius. I won't stop you, but that's pretty copium. Artifacts time. Melee stance Tarantula wants 4-piece Hydro set. That set was practically made for him. MiHoYo saw, we don't have a Hydro set, we have this DPS character, let's just throw it in. Let's make one specifically for him. He could also use 2 Hydro, 2 Glad, or 2 Hydro, 2 Noblesse, but 4-piece is the best option. You could use Bolide if you have the stuff to do it and you use a bunch of shielders, but I don't like the idea of that. If you're building him specifically for ult botting, for Vaporize, or whatever other reaction you want to do, 2 Hydro, 2 Noblesse, or 2 Hydro 2 Wanderers are what you want. As for main stats on your timepiece, cup, and hat, they should be attack, hydro damage, and crit. Whichever crit stat you are lacking is the one that you're going to need a hat for, and will vary based on the substats on all your other garbage. Substat priorities are crit, crit rate, crit damage, attack percent, EM, and recharge. We don't want flat def. Flat def is a curse. That's pretty much all there is to it. That's the TLDR on building Tarantula, and if you need help team building for him, go take a look at this video that I made the other day. And if this video helped you at all, I would like it if you considered sticking around. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye! Poggers!